Hey, family. Welcome to another Morning Coffee Devotions. My name is Brandon, and I'm your host. Today's devotion is titled Stripping Away. Judges 7, verses 1 through 2, the NLT. And I want to really encourage you to read this entire chapter. This story is about Gideon. Judges chapter 7, verses 1 through 2, the NLT. So Jerubbaal, that is Gideon, and his army got up and went as far as the spring of Harod. The armies of Midian were camped north of them in the valley near the hill of Moriah. The Lord said to Gideon, "You have too many warriors with you. If I let all of you fight the Midianites, the Israelites will boast to me that they have saved themselves by their own strength. If we read further along, this original army was in the thousands, tens of thousands. God wants and deserves the credit, the glory, and not in a boastful, egotistical way. There is only God at this point in my life, and it's good. And I know it seems like I'm rambling, but stay with me. There is only God at this point in my life. All of the things that and methods and resources that I can do on my own to move forward, to do stuff, have been limited or completely stripped away. And there is only God and the simple direction He's pointed me in. And it's good. When we get to a point where we think we got it and we achieved something and we don't acknowledge that it was God who directed us to this point, that's a dangerous and scary place to be. Because then we become so self-reliant, and then we go and do something without consulting God or saying, "Hey, Lord, is this cool?" Or, "Lord, give me guidance on this," or reaching out to a fellow believer who we trust, saying, "Hey, what is God saying about this to you?" And we go and do that thing, and that thing goes sideways, and then we're wondering why. What's going on? We didn't consult Him, so that's why it went sideways. We didn't acknowledge Him, so He's like, "Okay, let me remind you of who's really in control." God is not looking to hype his ego. I don't even know if God has an ego, but that's not the point. He wants us to remember that our reliance on him is not a luxury, but a necessity. Yes, I am the vine, you are the branches. Those who remain in me and I in them will produce much fruit. John 15:5, the NLT. We can do what feels comfortable, do what makes sense. God is not going to force us into his plan. And in what we do and what we deem and what we think is right and makes sense is perfect, we may find some amount of success and things may progress, but it won't be to the extent if we did it God's way. If we said, okay, Lord, you don't want 22,000 people riding with me? Cool. We'll strip them away. Okay. God wants and deserves the glory. And it's ultimately to point others to him so they can seek him. So they can look at our lives and be like, yeah, wow. That sister, she's doing what God told her to do, and look where it got her. Let me try this Jesus. Let me seek God. Let me reach out to her and say, hey, sis, hey, brother, how do you go about this? What did you do? And then they go and seek God for themselves. And God uses them as a light to draw even more people to him. So if you're in a place where God is stripping stuff away, you don't need this right now. You don't need that right now. Just do this. I know it doesn't feel great, but it is good. Move in that direction. Much love. God bless. Be Sawyer.